Good morning, my friends. This is Saturday morning. I hope you will have a great Memorial Day weekend. The weather seems getting so much better now. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts and my plan for my next 10 years because you know why? Believe it or not, I am turning 50. I know it sounds crazy to me to think about the number 50, right? I've never, um, before the beginning of this year, because this is the year I'm turning 50, I will turn 50 in October. That's when I started to think about aging, what aging mean to people, how aging would affect people's vision towards how they want to live their life. So before this time, I think when we were young, we just think our time is just unlimited, right? We have so much time, a limited amount of time doing anything, a limited amount of time do nothing, a limit of time making all kinds of mistakes, and we still have time to correct them, right? But now I start having these a little bit uneasy and urgency of the limit amount of time, thinking about my life is no longer limited. And just look back for the different decades. I think in our the very the in my 20s, so busy and so spent so much time at school because I went to graduate school, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. And then the 30s, family, right? Start to have a family, construct a family, and also have a career, establish the career. When you're at the beginning of your career, there's so much you need to do, right? To prove yourself, to also really to gain as much knowledge and skills that you need for that for your specific career. And then the 40s, everything is all pretty much established. That is, I think, when I start to live a little bit, start to live a little bit, start to turn the attention back to myself a little bit more. And I feel like in my 50s, this would really be the focus is internalize. So and this internalize, and this is also the exact reason I'm making so many videos about the environment I live, about decluttering, about the garden, about the basement, because that's really something I want to. I don't want to waste my time live in a situation that's not what I want. I don't want to waste my time sitting on the lousy couches. I don't want to waste my time going down to a lousy basement. I don't want to waste my time to be in a not ideal weight. I am still like, I feel 5 pounds heavier than my ideal weight. And every person's ideal weight, I think, is different. For me, I really do want to lose another 5 pounds. The very last physical exam I went to, this never happened to me. It turned out that I had high blood pressure. This is crazy to me because I never had this issue. Even during those 3 pregnancies, never high blood pressure been an issue for me, and I never thought that could be an issue, but it became. So could that be due to that 5 pounds? I feel like it's more than I should have. Could be. So anyway, That's, all in all, is that I want these the next decade to be my best decade, and to not to compromise anymore. And I also, it's very interesting that I started making YouTube videos, I think more than 10 years ago, and those videos are here in this channel. I have way too many, but it's across like a more than 10 years time span. So it's sometimes I actually do watch my own videos. I do look back to see, wow, I look so young, so nice 10 years ago. But now, I do, yeah, I do see the difference, how the aging can affect people's appearance, and how people can change. But I also feel the transparency here as well, right? Sometimes it can be a bit brutal, but I really would like to document my next 10 years here as well. I want to be as truthful, as honest as possible, to share my struggles sometimes, right? My struggles, my visions, what I accomplished, my dreams. I think even people, the funny thing is that in the past, I couldn't imagine, right? I couldn't imagine I being 50. I feel like I'd rather just hide somewhere when I'm 50 years old. Now I'm turning 50, and now at this moment I'm thinking, I cannot imagine me being 60 years old. I'd rather just hide somewhere, and at that time. But I bet I will say pretty much the same thing 10 years later when I'm making similar kind of video to envision the decade of my 60s here. I think that's quite so cool. And I like to see your comments also, if you share similar kind of I won't say struggles, but what's the best word for this? Reflection? Anyway, so another thing about, to be honest, I think sometimes getting older is also means you become much less visible, right? People not like to speak, like if people of different ages, for people to choose to talk to, I think people probably not like to speak to the older people too much, because for whatever reason, the society, the culture, this culture is more like worshiping youth rather than but you know what, I don't care about that much anymore. I don't care really about how people see me, rather how I see myself and how I enjoy my own life, right? So that's another reason that I want to focus on myself more, truly, that I want to be the weight I wanna be, have the muscle I wanna have. I wanna be stronger, powerful. And even though, the science of aging is real, like the vision situation, right? The real vision situation. I still don't need to wear reading glasses, but I can see that if I move these too close. When I look at my youngest son close, I can't really, it becomes blurry somehow, even though I'm not at the stage of needing reading glasses, but I know eventually I may have to. Gray hair, right? But I'm glad I find the natural way to dye my hair, so I can do it at my home. I made a video about that actually. I used henna, to touch up, to dye my hair. So I do that. That's being handled. I'm so glad I find a way to do it. I can do it at home. rather than sitting in the beauty salon, you know, for hours for people to dye your hair. So that's handled. Aging. I had a few sessions of Botox, but now I really don't care about these wrinkles anymore for whatever reason. It's less an issue to me anymore. So I stopped getting Botox actually. And I want to spend more time with the people I want to spend time with. I want to make videos I want to talk about things I want to talk. I don't care. I really do not care about the YouTube algorithm stuff. So my videos are all over the place. And you know, one video is about garden, the other video is about journaling, all over the place. I really don't concerned about how that will affect quote unquote my algorithm, but I just want to be truthful and honest and talk and show the things I care about. I want to share. So I really would appreciate if what I said here resonate with you, and you will leave comments, and let's just, you know, chat. And obviously, if this is something that you would like to experience with me, subscribe, right? I know if you don't subscribe, and maybe you're not big gardening fan or journaling fan, so you skip some of my videos I post, and the YouTube will no longer push these videos to you to see. Then you, after a while, you forgot, what's the channel name? I want to see how she's living right now. Did she go down to her goal weight? You know, any changes in her, things like that. How's her blood pressure now? Then you can't find me. So I think that's a reason. That's also a reason I subscribe to other people's channel, is that I like that person, or I really resonate with the things that person say, but don't always have time to watch every single one. But I don't want to lose track of anyway. So even though I say I don't care, but really, I mean, if just to, for the sake of be able to connect, to reconnect, subscribe. Also, yes, and from now to October, I only have 4 months. In this 4 months, I really want to make changes. Number one, go down to my goal weight. Right now I'm still in low 140s. I want to be down to 130 something. To me, I know those few pounds may not means anything to nobody, but to me, I do feel the difference. And I feel like I've been tracking ever since the physical exam. I've been tracking my blood pressure every day, and I feel like when I coming down in terms of the weight, even just 1 pound makes some difference in terms of the pressure, and also some other things about physical, about my body, which I may talk in a different videos. So and then weight, and then I think I want to, like, the environment, the declutter project, I want that to have major progress. And and yeah, at least these two, I think it's major enough, right? I also want to share with you my garden, but that's something I do yearly. And some other thoughts I may have anyway. So I'm excited to think about how I will document everything, all of these, and how I will share this with you. To me, it's exciting to me, and a little bit nervous, obviously. And I think this can also be a very good motivation, and counter, what's that? Like what's the word? accountability partners with me. So anyway, what time is it? Oh, it's 6:50. I'll let you go. I hope you have a really good Memorial Day weekend. The weather is good, as I say. Seems like getting good now. It's been raining for the past 3-4 days, so I'm excited. I'm gonna go back to do more things in the garden, and chat with you later. Okay, all right, goodbye.